Our next project is a mini space shuttle ready for intergalactic travel. Take a look. We've got this shiny space shuttle that's complete with a booster pack when you attach this with a couple magnets. Ready to fly. Now let's see what we need to make it. You'll need some craft spoons, some sticker embellishments that are kind of in space theme. I've got some Americana ones and some stars, fun foam in blue and black, scissors, a ruler, some acrylic paint in blue and silver tape, some thick glue, and I think we're ready to get started. Oh, I almost forgot, you need the spaceship body, which is actually a foam cone. So the first thing you're going to do is cover this foam in tape. And I've already started here. And you're just going to keep going around the cone so the pieces overlap. And you may need, oops, I don't want it to hang over right there. So I'm going to need my scissors. There we go, get it nice and smooth. Get your scissors to trim the end. And you would just keep going until the thing is entirely covered. When it's covered, use a little bit of silver paint to go over the bottom, because you might see it when you go to attach the booster pack, and that makes it blend in with everything else. When you're finished, you'll have something like this. Now, to make it stand, you'll need 3 craft sticks, but you'll need them to cut off a little bit, about 1 inch. So to do that, I just already have one ready. I'm using it as my pattern. And then I use some wire cutters, and I just squish down just a little bit, and that gives me a little breaking point. So when I snap it, it's easy to snap. Finish those off by painting them with some blue acrylic paint. And you'll want to paint the entire thing, including the edges, so you'll have 3 that look just like this. Next, to make the booster pack, cut a 1.5 inch foam ball in half with a craft knife. And you'll just want to use a little bit of a sawing motion until you hear it break through, and you can sand the 2 sides together to remove the extra pieces. I've got one ready right here. This piece also will need to be painted silver. Okay, and so you'll do that until it's entirely coated, and I have one right here. Now to make the 2 pieces meet, you'll need 2 round magnets, and all you're going to do is push those into the foam, remove it, add some glue, and then set it back down in the foam for it to dry. And you'll need to do this with both pieces. And we'll glue that in a second. The next thing you want to do is break your circle up into 3 parts. And that, if you look at the finished sample, is where the craft spoons are going to go in for it to sit up on. And what I do is I like to use my scissors to just cut in to the pieces. And then we'll move over a little bit, and you'll just cut about 1.5 inches in. And we'll put one more right here. Okay, now use your knife again to push in. And this is just a plastic knife for styrofoam. Where's my other? There we go. And then those pieces will set right in, and you can glue them or you can leave them so they're removable. And that makes it so it can stand. Now the next thing we need to do is make a cone for the top. So I've gone ahead, the patterns are on our website, and cut a piece of foam, and then you're going to roll it into a cone shape, use a little bit of glue, and then use a clothespin to hold it in place, and you have something like this. Now put a little bit of glue around the inside of the cone, set that on top, and then you need a little round foamy circle, and that's where you'll crawl into your space shuttle. And let's set that on its side while it dries. And then to finish off the booster pack, you'll need some metallic chenille stems. Use a skewer to poke a hole in the top and then attach some, or apply a little bit of glue to the hole and then stick these in. And now let's take a look at our finished rocket. Remember, it's got our magnet pieces on the bottom that attach for the booster pack so it can fly. And also, I picked out my favorite patriotic stickers and stuck them on the side and even on the craft spoons to add a little bit of patriotism to my rocket.